So the Sharks, they go 0-3. They did get the shootout loss at Anaheim on Tuesday. No pity point for Sam on that though. They lost. They come home. They lose to Edmonton 3-2, and then Seattle game. That one was pretty ugly. They lose 5-1. William Eklund actually got into his first career fight
That
at the
was a
end of
good
that
one.
game. He actually threw some hands. He delivered a hell of a right cross, man. So stick taps for the fight, stick taps for Bill, get it done there. But Sharks did not get it done on the scoreboard at all. The one note that I do have on the scoreboard for the Sharks is Tyler Toffoli is now in the securely in the top 5 Sharks list of players with the most goals in their first season in teal. So he has 28 this year. The guys that are ahead of him are Danny Heatley in 2009, 2010. That was 39 goals. He was paired up on that Jumbo and Thornton line. So a lot of biscuits in the basket that year. Sergei Makarov in 93, 94. That was the first playoff season for the Sharks. Owen Nolan, when he came over in 95, 96, he had 29 goals. And then there's Tyler Toffoli at 28. So, and then Ray Shepard right behind him in 95, 96 as well. So that was that mid 90s team was kind of fun as well with Owen Nolan coming in and Ray Shepard. But yeah, that's another tangent entirely. We don't need to go down this one. But Tyler Toffoli, I'm giving him some stick taps for his season. And 2 more goals. He's a 30 goals. That's a 30-goal season out of your the guy who may end up like if Logan doesn't end up playing anymore and he has to retire, maybe Tyler Toffoli ends up getting the C for a couple of years until Macklin's ready to wear it.
Yeah.
I think that's a realistic outcome at this point. I think we've seen Logan Couture's last game in teal already. So that injury that he has basically anytime like it's like an injury in the pelvis where you can't push off. It also means anytime he takes a dump, it hurts. But at this point, I just he's I think his career is done. Honestly, like a lot of guys that get this injury, almost none of them come back. And he tried to come back last year. I think he played like 5 or 6 games before shutting it down.
Yeah.
So
I know
yeah.
he's like at the Sharks facility. He can't like practice with the team or really do anything with the team. But I know he's I did read that he's skating, but he can't other than skating, he can't really do anything that's like hockey related or hockey
Right.
drills or
Mhm.
hit anybody or be hit. I mean, that's it's probably over. He'll probably never be able to dress and play in a game again, which
And
is
if you can't,
sad.
if you can't play a game again, honestly, you can't be captain anymore. And it sucks to say it like that, but a captain has to be able to play yeah, at some point, and I think that's what's probably coming in the off season is we'll probably have something go down and that's like that's obviously for next season. There's still a few games left this year. We got about 6 games left. There's 4 this coming week, and then there will be 2 in the final week of the season before the Stanley Cup playoffs kick off. Upcoming week, they're at home against Calgary on Monday. That's tonight, actually, and that game will start in about an hour or so. And then they go to Minnesota on Wednesday. Then they're at Edmonton on Friday, and then they're at Calgary on Sunday. Tyler, I see you put your name down for the Minnesota game. I'm gonna take the Calgary game at home, so I think they're gonna win tonight. Is my prediction. Sam, what game do you think they're gonna win?
I was actually going to take tonight because Celebrini is going to put some goals. He's going to put the puck in the net because the dude that's on the Flames is another Calder Trophy candidate. And Celebrini is going to win it tonight.
That'd be nice. I would love that. The one thing I've noticed about Celebrini is he's been like now that they traded away Granlund and like the final pieces before the trade deadline, teams are targeting Celebrini now. Like they're really focusing and keying in on him. And the college hockey season is not as long as the NHL season, so He's getting a little bit worn down, I think. But that would be a great night to just put a
Flash.
little brace up there to
Yeah.
flash a brace and see, hey, hey, here's a couple of goals for you. Here's a couple of lamps.
That's a good segue question.
Uh,
I want to ask you guys, because let's say
yeah,
the Sharks don't get the number 1 pick. Matthew Schaefer is not available. If the
yeah.
Sharks can land a number 2 pick, I don't know how you guys feel, but if you've kept up on it or read it, but Michael Misa or Missa, whatever you guys pronounce his last name, I just now looked. I wasn't sure what his stat lines were. I knew that he was a preliminary center / left winger type of situation going on here, but he's played 65 games in the OHL and has 62 goals.
Love a scorer. Love a guy that can score.
134 points in this season. I don't know if that's I mean, obviously we want to get more defense where we can, but that's one hell of a second pick. I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
Don't know where you can go wrong with the top 2 picks.
Yeah. So I mean, I just looked up at So Michael Misa, he's like you said, 72 assists as well. So 134 points in 65 games. It's 2 points a game. A little more than that. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty good. So but if it's not a bad consolation prize if you don't end up getting Matthew Schaefer. But either way, like either one of those guys, they're going to help you out big time. And they're going to be able to help you out almost immediately, I think.
And
I don't see.
He's not a small center, by the way. Like he's
6'1".
But he's 185 pounds.
185.
They pushing him.
Yeah, 2007 is when he was born.
Same as Schaefer. Schaefer was born in 2007 as well, too.
Yeah, so they're both turning 18 or just turned 18. Yeah, so they're both young, and that's what you like. You like guys that are young and flashing big time. So that's great. Either one of them would be great. Just kind of looking it up right now, and I like what the numbers show for Michael Misa if that ends up being the Sharks getting the number 2 pick. But
I mean,
let's not worry about that yet.
The closest guy, let me see, in the OHL currently that's going to be drafted, the closest guy with goals is Brady Martin, another center with 33 goals. Same amount of games, 57 games. So, yeah,
I'm seeing Porter Martone as well.
In the
right
OHL?
winger in the OHL. 57 games, 37 goals.
To be drafted though, I don't think he's ready to be drafted yet.
Well, he's the one I'm looking at has him projected number 3 to Nashville at this point. So I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Here you go. Yeah, you're right. 57 games and 37 goals, but still 62.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good consolation prize.
Cooking with
would
gas.
Agree. Yeah, I would agree.
Cooking with gas.
And you can give, he could play with Celebrini or play second line with Celebrini off of it, give him a little bit of break at center there. So, hey man, I'm looking ahead of here because the draft is around the corner for the Sharks.
That's right. Yeah, we got 6 games to go before we know what the Sharks' chances are at the number 1 pick. And then about a week after that, they're pretty quick with the lottery. They want to, strike while the iron's hot, so to speak, on that. So, speaking of striking, Alex Ovechkin struck big time this past week, including on Sunday. 7:26 in the second period, he officially becomes the NHL's all-time leading scorer, 895 career NHL goals. Stick taps for the GOAT. Love that. And they delayed the game a little bit, right? I was at the I was at the Oakland Museum with my niece, so I didn't have a chance to actually watch it live happen, but I got that alert right away, and so Auntie Courtney had to
put full brakes on that train, and everybody stopped. Red carpet.
Yeah.
I mean, they did exchange gifts to the wife, photos with everybody. I mean, they stopped everything, and everybody had a speech, and they went and he high-fived his opponents, and then it was like, we got to clear this up and get back to it again.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was
an intermission, and then just let them go take a break. But okay.
Yeah, you got a little mini intermission in the middle of the second period there. Almost would have made. If I was playing, I would have almost rather he scored it either right away in the first period, like 2 minutes in, um, or let him score if you knew he was going to score on you. Either give it to me right at the beginning or right at the end. Either way, but having it right in the middle of the second period, that's kind of rough, man. Um, Even just like at the end of a period, or whatever, then you can do it at intermission if there was only if he scored with like a buck 10 left, then you do the celebration at first intermission and then, take an extended break. And they did start the game off at Sunday afternoon instead of evening time. It was like a 1 o'clock local puck drop.
Yeah.
So they knew they were smart enough to schedule it as an afternoon day game, so that way they had a chance to put it in a celebration and nobody has to stick around till 12:30 a.m. on the East Coast.